I'm Jay.
I'm Sean.
And today we're going to talk about the new movie out on Disney Plus, Stargirl. Because I know most of you are not going to the theater right now, and good for you if you're staying home and being careful. But there's lots of good stuff that you can watch from the comfort of your living room. Okay, so Stargirl.
Stargirl.
I know you've read the book.
Did I?
No. You didn't. And that's okay, it's outside of your demographic. It's a young adult novel, and it is a young adult movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay to say that. It stars Verchere, who is a up-and-coming Canadian heartthrob. We saw him at the Fantasia Film Festival several years ago now. He was starring in a horror movie then, and was very nearly the breakout star there.
Yeah, you had to remind me of that, but that was a good movie. It's summer of '84, and it's got a very Stranger Things vibe of a horror movie where these four kids are banding together to solve the mystery of I think it's their neighbor, who maybe is a little bit of a creep.
Spoiler alert. Creep alert.
Yeah.
Okay, and also Grace VanderWaal, who is a complete newbie to me. Anyone who watches television, which is not us, specifically America's Got Talent, I think that's roughly the name of the show. I don't really know exactly how you get on or how you win and if it's just singing, but this girl was 12 and she had a ukulele, so...
Oh, yeah. So that is...
her thing.
Yeah, that's real.
That is a real thing, yes. So, really, this movie caught our attention because it's by director Julia Hart, super talented director Julia Hart, who we know from the South by Southwest Film Festival. We got to catch her movie Fast Color there, and if you haven't seen that one, please check it out. It really is worth your time. It's a sci-fi, but told from a women's perspective, and it's really like family-oriented and really cool.
It is a cool movie.
Good, we really liked that one, so I really wanted to check this one out. She and her husband are co-writers on this script, so I think it's kind of a different thing for them than what they usually do, but I was interested to check it out, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
So at first, it took me a little bit to get into it because there was a lot of sort of voiceover work from the boy's perspective, I guess. So he's just kind of catching you up into his tragic backstory, which is that his father is dead.
And he's got a very loving mother.
I mean, every movie I've watched today, and I've watched at least 3, had a dead father. But let's also say that they all had single mothers who are keeping their families together. So instead of always shouting out to the dead or absent father, let's also shout out to the women who are keeping this mess going all the time.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Those are the real heroes.
It does sound like
it's
the mom.
easy to make a hero out of a ghost, but
the mom actually did most of the work here.
Exactly. So he has a dead father, and he was kind of a weird kid, I guess, when he moved to this new town, and he stood out from the crowd, and it made him a target of bullies.
Well, he did wear a tie.
Yeah. I mean, later on, we see several of his friends wearing ties, and they seem to be okay, but it was a really formative moment for him.
Yeah.
Really went sour as a child, and so he grew up kind of feeling like he needed to fit in. And then suddenly, out of the mist comes this beautiful... Weirdo, yes. And I mean unabashedly weirdo, because look at my crocheted vest. #1 weirdo attire.
Oh yeah.
I have it. But it was cool back then, I assure you. Also, it went to my knees.
That's quite a vest.
Thank you. I was quite a girl.
We know.
Okay, enough about my vest collection.
Collection?
For sure. Oh my god, yes.
Well,
I had a lot of crushed velvet vests, because back then you had your shirts were always unitards that snapped at the crotch, and then so you had to vest over it to really show your style. So I had many crushed velvet vests, although I had one that had a bold cow pattern. Anyways, obviously it was pretty stylish.
You're showing it. Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome
Yes.
to the late 90s.
You mean the late 2010s?
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
absolutely.
Thank you, Sean. So Stargirl is her name. Please call her Stargirl because she is a Stargirl. And she is an unabashed weirdo and doesn't get bullied for it. Everybody loves her. They fall all over themselves, making her the queen of everything. And just when you start thinking, like, wow, these kids got woke, good for them. High school is a safe place for everyone now. Don't worry. We're still torturing people in high school.
Oh, very much.
So if you're worried, where's this girl going to get her character from?
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. That's right. So, I mean, I felt like there was almost a John Hughes-ness to it. Like it had that same sort of, the dance and the
elements.
coming to terms with, you think that you're supposed to be this one kind of person, and it's really just when you start accepting yourself.
Yeah, it kind of did, although it didn't hit so hard on like these stereotypes that John Hughes really relied on.
No, and I think that is a sign of the times that we are like less leaning on those things. And I was sort of glad in a way that we do see Stargirl sort of have a bit of a fall from grace a little bit, because I felt like, oh, are we leaning too much towards Manic Pixie Dream Girl? Which is basically, the Natalie Portman of every movie, who just exists so that the boy can learn something about himself. And even though she's totally perfect in every way, she's also crazily available to like a pretty nerdy guy.
Yeah.
It happens. Let's just say it does happen. But she does end up having her own process and her own character arc. So it really is not just a Stargirl movie, but an everybody movie, and it was like I really felt it did save itself from that possible pitfall. So as a 40-something-year-old man, Sean, who is way outside the demographic of this Disney Plus audience, how did you enjoy the movie?
It was good. It was slow, so I had to adjust to that. But
not a lot of car chases.
Well, not a lot
Very
of
few
anything.
explosions.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
even the football games are very, minimal, which I think is good.
Well, for you, you're like, oh, it's a minimal football game. I was like, ooh, it's like Glee. It's the best parts of Glee. Like, we could cut out the football game, go straight to halftime with the marching band and the cheerleaders and the impromptu singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is low on the football, high on the musical numbers.
Yeah.
With some pretty fun choreography, some pretty good tunes.
Yeah, well,
I was happy with it.
Once the ukulele comes out, it is
go
really
time,
good.
for sure. Yes. And weirdly, like a girl with a ukulele can captivate an arena
the entire stadium.
just in a way that an entire marching band could not.
Nope.
And this losing football team turns it around because of the ukulele stylings.
It's true. Even when they don't win, they feel good.
That's right.
Except for one time.
Well, yes. And then they don't. But don't worry, everyone ends up nice in the end.
Yeah.
Is that kind of true?
Well, some of them are missing.
Well, some of them are missing, but that happens.
What can you do?
Stay tuned for my next review, Lost Girls. Anyways. What happens to Stargirls 5 years later?
Oh my god.
Well,
That's a whole other...
that's another issue with absent fathers.
This is a much darker movie than I thought.
Yes. Well, if your dad is dead, you either become weird or you become a prostitute, or you become weird and then you become a prostitute. So we don't know what the sequel will hold.
We kind of do, I guess.
Okay, but really, it's a sweet movie. I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it, and he's a super old guy who doesn't get any of the references. Well, no, don't worry.
There
The
were
references are
references?
still for us. Well, I mean, some of the musical numbers were like really old. Like the dad likes the cars.
Oh, that's true. They
So
did.
like,
I
how do
forgot
these
about
kids
that.
listen to records and know the cars? That's
Yeah.
old for me.
But that was a nice little part.
Yes,
I like
it
that
was.
song.
Yes, it was. So anyways, give it a try. You already have the subscription, so why not?
Why not? It's pretty
What do you
good.
got to lose? It's sweet.
Yeah.
And I love seeing original content on our streaming services. And Disney Plus is still playing a bit of catch up, but I think this was a really nice addition.
I agree. You come out with one of these every month and you're good.
And I loved seeing it by Julia Hart. She is excellent. I hope she's got more stuff down the pipe and I don't want to have to wait for it, but it was really nice to see her name pop up. I was excited to see it and not disappointed.
Yeah.
Great. Check it out.
Agreed.
Awesome. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.